Our next performers are no strangers to all of us here. Old timers, right? Really old timers, going way, way back. Those of you who go to the Florida Folk Festival know. Yes, we're all part of the old guard. That's what we call ourselves. Those of us who go way, way, way back to the 60s, the Florida Folk Festival. MaryAnn, DiNella, you may remember way back then had one of those Peter, Paul, and Mary Travers hairstyles. You know,
she also had hair back then.
I used to have hair too.
What are you complaining about?
But some things are missing.
Have you heard Amy Carol Webb's song? I'm going to let my face slide all over the page. Wonderful song. We should all be singing it. But anyway, MaryAnn is not only a wonderful, beautiful singer, but she's one of the finest visual artists around too. I don't know, do you have your paintings here this weekend?
Got a couple.
Right behind you.
Magnificent paintings.
Right behind you.
Absolutely. There's one right there. Devine, multi-talented instrumentalist, singer, performer, wonderful, wonderful person. And I think you're going to be joined by your daughter.
Not this one, no. She's hiding out this morning.
Oh, that's too bad. Anyway, please welcome, forget what you call yourselves, but I know that it's MaryAnn and Devine and I. No, that's Rochelle and you.
Just DiNella and
DiNella and Chris.
He's lying. We're calling ourselves DiNella and Devine. And limping along as best we can here. Thank you. Good to see you all on this beautiful morning. I was wondering when that rain was going to let up last night. And we also played till about 3 o'clock in the morning, and Jeannie sat in almost the whole time last night. Anyway, good to see you. We're going to start with some Irish stuff. How unusual. As I was going down Broadway, not meaning to stray very far, I spied a handsome young damsel selling her trade at the bar. And the watch she took from a customer, then placed it right into my hand. And the law came and put us in prison. Bad luck to the Black Velvet Band. And her eyes, they shone like diamonds. You'd think she was queen of the land. And her hair hung over her shoulder, tied up with the Black Velvet Band. Next morning before judge and jury, for my trial I was bound to appear. And the judge, he said, you young fellow, the case against you is quite clear. 7 long years is your sentence, now you're going to Van Diemen's Land. Far away from your friends and relations, you'll follow that Black Velvet Band. And her eyes, they shone like diamonds. You'd think she was queen of the land. And her hair hung over her shoulder, tied up with the Black Velvet Band. So come on, you jolly young fellows, you'd better take warning by me. When you're out from the town, leave that liquor alone. Beware of the pretty Colleen. They feed you on strong ale and porter till you are unable to stand. And the very next thing that you know, you're headed for Van Diemen's Land. And her eyes, they shone like diamonds. You'd think she was queen of the land. And her hair hung over her shoulder, tied up with the Black Velvet Band. Oh, her eyes, they shone like diamonds. You'd think she was queen of the land. And she was. And her hair hung over her shoulder, tied up with the Black Velvet Band.
still a little voice left in us. I left about 3:30, 4 o'clock. Night last night, you were still singing Howlin' at the Moon, along with my old buddy Ed Hoover, becoming improvisational.
Well, he was even more improvisational. Later in the evening, he had to whittle a wooden peg because he lost the cap to his bottle of spirits.
Quite creative young chap, I swear.
'Tis on a brig of Highland, the story I will tell. His name was Willie Brennan, in Ireland he did dwell. On the Gilroy Mountains he commenced his wild career, and many's a wealthy nobleman before him shook with fear. It's Brennan on the moor, Brennan on the moor, oh brave and undaunted was young Brennan on the moor. One day upon the highway our Willie he went down. He met the man of Cashel, not a mile outside of town. The Mary knew his features, he said, young lad, said he, the name is Willie Brennan, you must come along with me. And it's Brennan on the moor, Brennan on the moor, oh brave and undaunted was young Brennan on the moor. Now Willie's wife had gone to town provisions for to buy. When she saw her Willie, she commenced to wail and cry. Says, hand to me, or hand to me. Soon as Willie spoke, she handed him a blunderbuss from underneath her coat. And it's Brennan on the moor, Brennan on the moor, oh brave and undaunted was young Brennan on the moor.
You'll hear it eventually.
Blunderbuss, the truth I will unfold. He made the man tremble, he robbed him of his gold. 100 pounds was offered when his outcry issued there. So he with horse and saddle to the mountain did repair. It's Brennan on the moor, Brennan on the moor, oh brave and undaunted was young Brennan on the moor. Our Willie made an outlaw upon the mountain high. Cavalry and infantry, the faster they did ride. He laughed at them with scorn until he was betrayed by a false-hearted mutineer named Shorty McCrae. It's Brennan on the moor, Brennan on the moor, oh brave and undaunted was young Brennan on the moor. Brennan on the moor, Brennan on the moor, oh brave and undaunted was young Brennan on the moor. Michael, we can back off this one. In the monitor, it sounds like this one's feeding back. Am I wrong or no?
I'm not sure where it's coming from.
Just keep playing it. Just keep playing.
Keep on trying.
Let it wow.
I think it's the monitor itself that's feeding back. I'll turn it down a little.
Oh. We won't do all 7 of them. But we'll do some drunken nights. Oh, you do that? Oh, as I came home on a Monday night, as drunk could be, I spied a horse outside the gate where my old horse should be. So I calls me wife and I says to her, will you kindly tell to me who owns the horse outside the gate where my old horse should be?
Ah, you're drunk again, you silly old fool, so drunk you will not see. That's a little piggy that me mother has sent to me. Many a day, 100 miles or more.
With a saddle on a sow I've never seen before. Oh, as I came home on a Tuesday night, as drunk be, I spied a coat upon the rack where my old coat should be. So I calls my wife and I says to her, will you kindly tell to me who owns the coat upon the rack where my old coat should be?
Ah, you're drunk again, you silly old fool, so drunk you will not see. That's a woolen blanket that my sister has sent to me.
Oh, it's many a day I've traveled 100 miles or more, with buttons on a blanket I've never seen before. Oh, as I came home on a Wednesday night, as drunk can be, I spied a pipe upon the shelf where my old pipe should be. So I calls me wife and I says to her, will you kindly tell to me who owns the pipe upon the shelf where my old pipe should be?
Ah, you're drunk again, you silly old fool, so drunk you will not see. That's just a bubble pipe me brother has sent to me.
Well, it's many a day I've travelled 100 miles or more, but tobacco in a bubble pipe I've never seen before. Oh, as I came home on a Thursday night, as drunk could be, I spied 2 boots beneath the bed where my old boots should be. So I calls me wife and I says to her, will you kindly tell to me who owns the boots beneath the bed where my old boots should be?
Ah, you're drunk again, you silly old fool, so drunk you will not see. Them's 2 lovely geranium pots me mother has sent to me.
Oh, it's many a day I've travelled 100 miles or more, but laces on geranium pots I've never seen before. Oh, as I came home on a Friday night, as drunk could be, I spied a head upon the bed where my old head should be. So I calls me wife and I says to her, will you kindly tell to me who owns the head upon the bed where my old head should be?
You're drunk again, you silly old fool, so drunk you will not see. That's just a baby boy that God has sent to me.
Well, it's many a day I've travelled 100 miles or more, but a mustache on a baby's head I've never seen before. Must go down to the sea again, to the vagrant gypsy life, to the Gulls way and the Wales way where the wind's like a whetted knife. And all I ask is a merry tune from a fellow gypsy rover, quiet sleep, sweet dream, when the long trek's over. I'm a free-born man of the traveling people. I've got no fixed abode and no man's eye number. Country lanes and byways were always my ways. I never fancied being lumber. Well, we knew the woods and the resting places, and the small birds sang when winter time was over. Then we'd pack our load and be down the road. Those were good old days over. I'm a free-born man of the traveling people. I've got no fixed abode in no man's eye unknown. Country lanes and byways were always my ways. I never fancied being lumber. On the country roads we would stop to linger for a week or 2, for time was not our master. Then away we jog with our horse and dog. Nice and easy, no need to go faster. I'm a free-born man of the traveling people. I've got no fixed abode in no man's eye unnumbered. Country lanes and byways were always my ways. I never fancied being lumber. At the country fairs we'd be meeting there to swap tunes or other family information. At the country fairs
traveling nation. I'm a freeborn man of the traveling people. Got no fixed abode in no man's eye unnumbered. Country lanes and byways were always my ways. I never fancied being longer. All you freeborn men of traveling people, all you tinkers, rolling stones, and gypsy rovers, winds of change are blowing, old ways are going. Your traveling days will soon be over. I'm a freeborn man of the traveling people. Got no fixed abode in no man's eye unnumbered. Country lanes and byways were always my ways. I never fancied being longer. I never fancied being longer.
Now that I think about it, I might have lost the cork on that spirits bottle. I think I put it on that stump. Ah, it's all for me grog, me jolly, jolly grog. All gone for beer and tobacco. Spent all me tin down in South Street drinking gin. Now across the Western Ocean we must wander. Oh, where is me hat, me noggy, noggy hat? All gone for beer and tobacco. Well, the brim is worn out and the crown is kicked about, and me hair is looking out for better weather. And it's all for me grog, me jolly, jolly grog. All gone for beer and tobacco. Spent all me tin down South Street drinking gin. Now across the Western Ocean we must wander. Oh, where is me shirt, me noggy, noggy shirt? All gone for beer and tobacco. Well, the sleeves are worn out and the collar's kicked about, and me tail is looking out for better weather. And it's all for me grog, me jolly, jolly grog. All gone for beer and tobacco. Spent all me tin down in South Street drinking gin. Now across the Western Ocean we must wander. Oh, where are me boots, me noggy, noggy boots? All gone for beer and tobacco. Well, the soles are worn out and the heels are kicked about, and me toes is looking out for better weather. And it's all for me grog, me jolly, jolly grog. All gone for beer and tobacco. Spent all me tin down in South Street drinking gin. Now across the Western Ocean we must wander. Oh, where are me pants, me noggy, noggy pants? All gone for beer and tobacco. Well, the cuffs are worn out and the fly is kicked about, and me arse is looking out for better weather. And it's all for me grog, me jolly, jolly grog. All gone for beer and tobacco. Spent all me tin down in South Street drinking gin. Now across the Western Ocean we must wander. Well, I'm sick and stony broke, and I'm parted from me smoke, and the sky is looking darker than the thunder. And the tavern keeper too, for I haven't got to sue. That's the way you're treated when you're out and under. And it's all for me grog, me jolly, jolly grog. All gone for beer and tobacco. Spent all me tin down in South Street drinking gin. Now across the Western Ocean we must wander. My whisper broke.
I'm almost awake now. these songs are about whiskey. I don't know what it is.
Sometimes when you mix the singing and the whiskey, then it really gets interesting.
But we got a good cork, right? Go. Well, I am a weaver, a carton weaver. I am a brash and a roving blade. I will wander where I wish to. I will follow the roving trade. Whiskey, whiskey, Nancy, whiskey. Whiskey, whiskey, Nancy, oh. As I walked out into Glasgow City, Nancy whiskey, a chance to smell. I stepped in, sat down beside her. 7 long years, I loved her well. Whiskey, whiskey, Nancy, whiskey. Whiskey, whiskey, Nancy, oh. The more that I kissed her, the more I loved her. The more I kissed her, the more she smiled. I forgot my mother's teaching. Nancy soon had me beguiled. Whiskey, whiskey, Nancy, whiskey. Whiskey, whiskey, Nancy, oh. I'm going back to the carton weaving. I remake them shuttles fly. I learned more at the carton weaving than e'er I did in a roving way. Whiskey, whiskey, Nancy, whiskey. Whiskey, whiskey, Nancy, oh. So come all you weavers, you carton weavers. Weavers where'er ye be. Now beware of whiskey, Nancy, whiskey. She'll ruin you like she blinded me. Whiskey, whiskey, Nancy, whiskey. Whiskey, whiskey, Nancy, oh. Whiskey, whiskey, Nancy, whiskey. Whiskey, whiskey, Nancy, oh. I'll be right back.
Another one leaving the stage in the middle of the set. This is a trend today.
Stranded.
Introduce the
Oh.
They left it in the truck.
We haven't made enough racket. We need to make a little more. Have to wake everybody up. Let's do a funeral song. Or one for a wake.
They do it slightly differently in Ireland, and this is about a man
Yeah, they plug and tie.
named Tim Finnegan and how they laid him to rest.
Plug and tie across the
Ah, Tim Finnegan lived in Walking Street, a gentleman Irish, mighty odd. He had a tongue both rich and sweet, and to rise in this world he carried a hod. Now Tim had a sort of a tippling way, with the love of the liquor he was born, and to help him on with his work each day. Pay attention, Jan. He'd a drop of the creature every morn. Work for the dido, dance to your partner well, to fill your trotter shake. Wasn't it the truth? I told you lots of fun at Finnegan's wake. One morning Tim felt rather odd. His head was heavy, which made him shake. He fell from the ladder and he broke his skull, so they carried him home, his corpse to wake. They wrapped him up in a clean white sheet and laid him out upon the bed, with a gallon of whiskey at his feet and a barrel of porter at his head. Work for the idle, dance to your partner well, to blow your trotter shake. Wasn't it the truth? I told you lots of fun at Finnegan's wake. So his friends assembled at the wake, and Mrs. Finnegan called for lunch. Lunch, boys. First, she brought in tea and cake, then pipes, tobacco, and whiskey punch. Miss Biddy O'Brien began to cry. Such a nice, clean corpse did you ever see? Ah, Tim Evarnian, why did you die? Shut your gob, says Paddy McGee. Whack for the dial, that's to your partner, well, to blow your trotters shake. Wasn't it the truth I told you, not so fun at Finnegan's wake? Then Maggie O'Connell took up the job. Ah, Biddy, says she, you're wrong, I'm sure. Biddy gave her a belt in the gob and sent her sprawling on the floor. Then the war did soon engage. 'Twas woman to woman and man to man. Shillelagh and all was all the rage. A row and eruption soon began. Whack for the dial, dance to your partner, well, to blow your trotter shake. Wasn't it the truth I told you, lots of fun at Finnegan's wake? Then Mickey Maroney raised his head, and a bottle of whiskey flew at him. It missed, and falling on the bed, the liquor scattered over Tim. Oh my God, see how he rises, Timothy rising from the bed, saying, whirl that whiskey around like blazes, Tam and Deal, did you think I'm dead? Whack for the dial, dance to your partner, well, to blow your trotter shake. Wasn't it the truth I told you, lots of fun at Finnegan's Wake?